Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here with my weekly upload. So today I want to dive in and talk about working for others. So to each his own. If you want to be an employee, that's great. If you would like to be an entrepreneur, that's great. Whatever suits you. But today when I was driving my kids to school, my soon to be 7-year old asked me, do I get paid to work? And I was like, yeah, I get paid. But I get paid with money and I pay them with my time. So she was like, okay. She nodded and then she asked, why, excuse me, don't I have to pay my job? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, why don't you have to pay your job? I'm like, why don't I pay my job money to work there? And she said, yeah. So I had to explain to her, I am paying them, but I'm paying them a different way. I'm paying them with my skills. I'm paying them with my knowledge. I'm paying them because I'm helping to bring more customers into the establishment. And most importantly, I'm paying them with my time. And your time is something that you cannot get back. So we can't go back to be teenagers. We can't go back to be preschoolers. So your time is precious. Like you can't replace a moment not being there for someone that really needed you, but instead you had to work. So I went on to further explain that when you are employed, once again, this is your choice. But when you are employed with someone, you are at their mercy because you have to do what they require you to do, which is not a problem. You have to talk like they say talk, walk how they say walk, dress how they want you to dress. It's sort of like to me being a robot. And it feels like you're still in grade school because it's the same criteria, right? You have a dress code, you have to be nice to everyone, you can't challenge your boss, you really can't come up with ideas that will help to make the situation, your team, your department, your corporation better in most cases, depending at what level you are at your job, right? So I feel that you are at how do I put this? I feel that when you are working selling your time, you're not really benefited. You're not really benefiting because you will have to ask to do a lot of the things like take a vacation. um can I come in a little bit later to take my kids to the doctor? Do you have a available shift for me? Oh, I really can't work, 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Is there something like, to me, it's too many variables, too many mountains to climb if you're not being paid handsomely, which the majority of the time, a lot of Americans don't, because 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And I really find that devastating, right? So, back to the time. So we pay them with our time is what I had to explain to her because we can't get our time back. I also explained to her that they did it the right way because when you have money, you have an idea, you have a dream, right? You're going to pay somebody to work for you so that you can do what you want to do, so that you can go on vacation, so that you can spend time, so that you can live your life. Because when we're going into work for people or at a job that we don't love, that we don't really like, we're not living, right? We're just being robots or sheep, or subconsciously just going with the waves or moving with the motions. So I gave her this example. So I said, how about you make a tie-dye shirt, right? And when you sell your tie-dye shirts, you sell them for $100. Now you have so many clients because you're so awesome, and all these customers are coming to you because they want you to make them tie-dye shirts. So you have to hire people. So then you hire someone like me to make you a tie-dye shirt, and you give me $20, and now you keep $80. Like I told her, that's pretty much in a nutshell how it works. when you work for other people. So you're keeping $80 and you're giving somebody $20. So that is why I don't pay you to work for you. All right. So she was like, okay, got it. So I thought that I would come and make this video and talk about that in the event that someone needs help clarifying it. I'm sure you don't, but if you would like to see it from that perspective, it may help you realize why working for someone may not be a good fit for you, or why working for that particular person might not be a fit, or how you can work for somebody, but it's always a good thing to maybe sell something on the side, or maybe do anything to ensure that you have just a separate source of income so that you're not solely relying on them, because again, 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that is truly not ideal. We need to do way better, because if something happens, if for example your job has layoffs, depending on what job you are, there is nothing like they'll give you a week notice, if that. Like I was in the mall, oh my goodness, a couple years ago, and a department store closed and they had no idea that they were closing. So just think about you working, you're coming to work, everyone works because they need money, so they're working, minding their own business, and boom, lo and behold, your job is filing bankruptcy. Then what do you have to do? Like, you're at their mercy again. So if you can do anything in your power to make sure that you are financially secure, because that is the name of the game. Like, everybody wants to be free, so we have to figure out a way to do it. Figure out what you like, figure out what you're passionate about, figure out a skill that you have, and find people that want to buy from you, or find people that would benefit from your skills or your service, and provide it to them. You can do it free of charge and they may want to donate it, or you could charge them whatever you want and find somebody that is willing to pay that, because we live on the economic planet and we need money to pay for everything. Like, you need it for transportation, you need it for a house, you need it for groceries, you need your money for clothes, education. You need to invest in yourself. That's the most important investment that you can do, is invest in yourself, because that's knowledge that you have and nobody can take it, right? So that is my rant for today. Think about creating your own income, and thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.